how do you view the strike by doctors in protest against the Kolkata horror? Now, here again, what would be very concerning to the Trinamool, which is why, they're as rattled as they are by what's happened, because 31% of Trinamool voters, now forget everyone else, Mamata Banerjee's core voters, 3 out of 10 of them are telling C Voter that they think the strike is completely justified. Obviously, amongst BJP voters, 61% say the strike is completely justified, and amongst India Alliance voters, 53% say the strike is justified. So what we saw, Amitabh Tiwari, during the Lok Sabha elections was there was some disaffection amongst BJP voters, which was in part responsible for what happened in Uttar Pradesh. Here we are seeing a very high level of disaffection amongst Trinamool voters, because 31% are saying the strike is justified. 40% are saying Mamata Banerjee's reputation has been significantly dented. Moderately dented is 20%. If I add 40 and 20, that's 60% saying the image has been dented. These are Trinamool workers who are saying this. How do you interpret this data?
Yeah, clearly, even among a big chunk of Trinamool Congress supporters, it seems that this incident has not gone down well, and the handling of Mamata Banerjee of this incident has not been liked even by the Trinamool supporters. Now, 60% of the Trinamool voters are in this survey saying that the impact on Mamata's reputation is significant plus moderate. That's a huge number. It's almost 2/3. 30% people are saying that the strike is justified. So it's a highly polarized society in terms of elections. Now, the others and the India voters do not impact much, because around 85% vote share is between BJP and the Trinamool Congress. However, there is a bit of a dichotomy in the sense that even though only 11% of Trinamool supporters believe that the state or the police and police are responsible, 60% are saying that it has impacted Mamata's image, and 30% are saying that the strike is justified, which means clearly that the handling of the situation, though she may not be responsible for the incident, from the first question we can derive, the handling and the high-handedness perhaps has not gone down well with the supporters.
Jayanta Ghoshal, you speak to people in the Trinamool at all levels. Is this an assessment they accept, that A, there is anger not just amongst BJP and India Alliance voters, there is anger amongst Trinamool voters, and Trinamool voters are saying, 40% of them, that Mamata Banerjee's reputation has been significantly impacted?
Now, I think it is partially correct, because the discontent inside the TMC workers also, this is the hard reality. But this perception may be temporary, because this is a sudden incident, and Yashwant also studied immediately. So I don't know what will be the after 7 days, after 10 days, because the fault line repair also has started from TMC. Look, now it is in a critical juncture of TMC. And consistently, Rahul, I always say that BJP is the beneficiaries West Bengal, no doubt of it. Where BJP was in Bengal, there was a top leadership was always very sorry that Sama Prasad Mukherjee stayed and we have not gained. And now BJP has become the main opposition, and it's a trial and error methodology. And BJP is trying to get the dividend out of this anger, discontent. This is a political party's job. I'm not making any comment. But, this TMC is inside TMC. Now Abhishek has come to the stage after 21st July. It's a joint Mamata Abhishek. Again, we have seen today. And in the crisis, now again they are evolving joint strategy. And now the counter-offensive strategy to create this, like Sandesh Khali. BJP tried to create the perception, and TMC countered that. Already TMC has started that operation also, because we have seen the BJP leaders that they are saying that there should be some killing, and there is some sting operation from the now the TMC side also. So,
do you want to respond to that, Shehzad Poonawalla? Some of these comments, candid camera, audio conversations of BJP leaders making provocative statements, and the counter offensive that Jayanto talks about, she was able to turn Sandesh Khali around. For a while, it looked really bad, particularly on TV and on social media. Ultimately, she was able to turn it around. Jayanto thinks a counter-offensive is underway, and they'll pick on these comments by BJP leaders to say that deliberately trying to make Bengal burn.
Look, today the comments that have been made by Mamata Banerjee, they are not directed at the BJP. Who is on the streets, Rahul? All of us have gone there, or all of us have seen the visuals. They are doctors, they are youngsters, there are students. And if Mamata Banerjee thinks that every time she's going to get away by characterizing bunch of people who come on the street with genuine grievances as CPM cadre, Maoist cadre, BJP, BAM, RAM, there is a limit to which this can happen. In Sandesh Khali, perhaps the tyranny of distance, as some would say, did not allow the real picture to emerge, and maybe she got away by characterizing all the women of Sandesh Khali as somebody who sold their integrity for 2,000 or 5,000 rupees. That's what even Abhishek Banerjee said today. But the fact of the matter is that when the same comments were made, the Bam Ram comment was made today in this context, you saw the reaction from the doctors. When Udayan Guha said, "Ungli tod denge," when Kunal Ghosh made those comments, when Arup Chakrabarti said, "Ye boyfriend ke साथ घूमेगी," the reaction has been qualitatively different. It's because this anger is coming from predominantly people who have been staunchest supporters of Mamata on two fronts. One, on the fact that they've seen her as an alternative to the left's politics, and two, that she has been a woman chief minister and they have invested a lot of their faith in her. When they are getting betrayed and let down time and again, right from Park Street rape case, Nadia rape case, Sandesh Khali to post-poll violence rapes, to now, they are now beginning to think that she may be a woman chief minister, but she is even more misogynistic than most of the other people in politics.
Saira Shaleen, respond to what Shehzad is saying, because Mamata Banerjee's support base has had women as a very pivotal part of it. Do you think the big fear for her politically, outside of the immediate loss to reputation, is that women could look at her as being just any other chief minister? The fact that she's Didi, the fact that she's their protector, that veneer, that sheen may be lost amongst the women vote bank.
See, good evening, Rahul. Firstly, Mamata Banerjee came to power, on the plank of being a woman protester, a very fiery opposition leader, and she won on the mandate of the minorities and the women of Bengal. However, her popularity is waning away. If you see the Park Street rape case or any other rape case, she engages in, victim shaming, and, she goes out, all out to protect the government or her aides or her political party, as we have seen now in the RG Kar case. Here, the principle of RG Kar was clearly being defended. He was clearly being protected by the state. The police commissioner was being protected by the state. And here also, if you look at her MPs, right from the Lok Sabha MPs to the Rajya Sabha MPs, they were being very feeble, in their attempts, or, in doing away with this entire scar that has affected the entire, not only Calcutta, affected the entire country. So the fiery leaders of MP were also totally, parroting her lines. And they were not calling for any kind of action for days on end till civic right activists, till students, till doctors didn't come up on the roads and start protesting against a very, very gruesome and tragic episode. So I think now, she's losing that empathy wave, that was in her favor earlier, of her being
make no mistake, was one of the pillars on which the political edifice of the Trinamool rested. Now, if women move away, it is massively problematic.